Welcome to the fourth episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, a guide to Borderlands red text guns. Today is Dahl snipers, and there's only two of them, so this should be an easy, quick, short one. So to briefly overview Dahl snipers, as you can see here, compared to some of the other ones, you have kind of lower damage, good fire rate, lowish accuracy, and everything else is decent, but these do have burst fire. And there's some people that have a somewhat of a misconception about the burst fire. So I'm going to show an example here. So this gun, Dahl grip, Dahl stock. 12 in the mag, 1 pull of the trigger, 6. This here is a Hyperion grip, or Hyperion stock Dahl grip. So same 12 in the mag, 5 shot. Now you're going to look at a Jacobs grip Dahl stock. So we have 8. That was 6. And now here is a Jacobs Jacobs grip Hyperion stock. So that's 5. The stock adds 1 to the burst, the grip does not. I hear people saying both, it is only 1. So that's an important difference. So now moving on to what we're really here for, the Sloth and the Pitchfork. So the Pitchfork to start with, compare it to its variant. The Pitchfork's got lower damage, increased accuracy, a bigger mag, and you see there it consumes 2 ammo per shot. That is because, let's see if you're shooting a spread of 5. You can see it better. This room's kind of small to see it. So the burst here, it's only 5, it's not 6. That's probably a good thing because 10 ammo per pull of the trigger with a sniper is pretty costly. Now, mobbing this gun is kind of terrible. Now, I did get a quick burst there and got 5 pellets, but this would actually land 6 pellets on crit rather than 5. And these ones are so wide that only the single pellet is hitting. You're not hitting them with more than 1 pellet. Now, while this is bad for someone like him, constructors, ultimate badass loaders, pretty much any boss in the game, well, I guess not the assassins, but most of the bosses in the game are bigger. You know, the warrior, threshers. This can be a really good gun, it's just not a mobbing gun, it's a boss killer, and that's fine. I'm fine with a red text gun going from this to this, even if it's inefficient at mobbing, because it's raw power, and it's not a gun you can't have on you mobbing, you just need to, not really use it and hold it for the enemies you really need it on. Maybe rabbits, you might only land 1 on crit, but maybe the other ones go on body and you're still doing more damage. This thing puts out a ton of damage, it comes in all elements, it's an incredibly great red text gun, and it's another one done really right. I know I kind of railed against lowering stats, but when you go from 1 pellet to 5, and they're unlisted, that's well worth a slight dip in overall base damage. And the dip they put down, it's lower, but it's not like some of those high critical hit Jacobs where they took the damage in half. This isn't a bad drop in the damage for what you're getting at all. The increased mag is nice, so you can get 2 bursts out of it. It's a really good sniper. And the other thing you can do, so you don't do the whole burst, that's a bad example, you can just hop out of ADS and just shoot 1. It takes a little practice to do that, but that is a viable solution. So another really good gun. The Sloth here, this is once again an awesome gun. That's a big boost in damage. In fact, if you compare it to the purple, you're still higher. And that's something you didn't really see with the Jacobs. I guess you kind of saw it with some of those guns. But for a Jacobs blue gun like the elephant gun, to get more damage than the Muck-a-Muck, you had to lose that fire rate. This one, you're just increasing accuracy and damage. Now, the Sloth has reduced bullet speed, but don't let that sway you from the gun. So that's the Sloth. You can see it's slower, but this isn't that slow. You should still be able to hit your enemies just fine with it. The other thing about this, that's a 4-round burst instead of a 6. And you might think of that as a drawback. I look at it as a benefit. And I know it lowers your DPS. But on this gun, you don't need that many bullets to kill an enemy. And a 6-round burst, you just kind of end up wasting ammo. And it forces you to constantly pull out there. And you see how fast that second shot comes out? So the lower burst, in my mind, actually makes this gun a lot more efficient, and you're not just wasting ammo. So I think that's actually a really good trade-off. In fact, my version of this gun I use for playing, which I'll show you guys after this video, is actually a Hyperion stock Jacobs grip to limit it to a 3-round burst, and you get the most damage out of those shots, and therefore save a ton of ammo. Some people would rather go for the DPS version, but you know, I don't play Zero, and most of my sniping is mobbing, not bosses, outside of some Pimpernel shenanigans. So why would I want to go for DPS when I only need 1 bullet? DPS on snipers just means I'm wasting ammo. So yeah, we have another brand here where all the red text guns, even though they're just 2, are both really good versions. And honestly, I really wouldn't change much with these. I think they're both great guns. The biggest drawback for the Sloth is it's tied to the same mission as the Ruby, so a lot of people skipped it. But I encourage people, now that the Grog is out, and it's been out for a while, start getting Sloths and stop getting the Ruby. The Sloth is a great, great gun that a lot of people just ignored because it was tied to, you know, the ultimate lifesteal gun before the Grog. So that's it for this video. So much shorter than the other ones. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share it, come over to the forums and join the discussion about these guns. The more input, the better. And I will see everyone later. Thanks for watching. Bye.